Chief Meteorologist Tom Coombs here with another update. The heat coming this weekend. We could hit 90 for the first time in 2021. That would be earlier than normal. Typically, it's early June. Last year, it was late May and could be, well, a similar date again. In fact, could be even earlier if we hit it Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And that's a trend that we're seeing more of. But I want to focus on drought tonight. I think that's the real concern. The heat this weekend won't be all that bad. It'll be pretty tolerable because it'll be a dry heat. So let's talk about drought. The latest drought monitor came out today, and this is looking back at May 11th, so last week's drought monitor. But I can go back and forth, and you can see the change. So as I swipe across here, this is the newest drought monitor, and we're seeing those abnormally dry, what we call D0 conditions, now expanding back into northern Indiana. Areas that saw some heavy rain about 2 weeks ago are still okay. It erased some drought from our area, but we're going to be drying back out, and the heat will only make dry conditions worse. We get more evaporation. And if we don't get significant rain next week when the heat breaks, we're likely to see expanding drought. Look at the state of Michigan. It's even worse. So this is May 11th's update. So this is last week's update, and it's already D1 moderate drought. Here's the new update. Now seeing severe drought around the Grand Rapids area. So drought is getting worse. And if we don't see significant rainfall, we will see drought expand over the next 2 weeks. And we'll really see the signs here of likely crop impacts. Now, with irrigation, we still have plenty of groundwater. This isn't going to be anything severe, but I think we'll see some stunting of some crops if they are not watered. Your lawn also probably turning dry if you're not watering that frequently. So that's an impact that we're going to be dealing with. A positive might be that we might hit the 90s, but it's not going to be all that hot, at least not sweltering. The muggy meter, this kind of relates. There's not a lot of available moisture out there. It's not like we have swampy ground that's being baked under the sun. It's pretty dry, so this will be a dry heat by Midwest standards. There's a little rise in the humidity, but nothing all that extreme. So my advice is, at least up until this point, keep watering. Keep watering the garden. It's nothing critical, but we want to stave off any conditions from getting worse, at least right now. We want to mitigate those drought conditions.